We did a special report for the Nightly News on Friday titled Taylor Swift's Dirty Little Secret. The 8-minute video has since begun to go viral. The raw story actually did a fair report on aspartame, admitting that studies show it's bad for you. Alex Jones, Taylor Swift loves genetically modified bacteria poop. Gotta love that headline. And people say, well, beer, all that, you know, that's yeast. Well, that's plants putting it off, not E. coli bacteria that are fed different substances that then poop it out. I hate to talk about poop all day, but anything to keep people from getting big fat brain tumors from aspartame. Let's go to Brenda in Wisconsin. Thanks for holding. You're on the air. Welcome. Brendan.
Hi, Brendan, actually.
Brendan.
Alex, thanks. You know, I stopped watching grown adults watch or chase balls around on fields years ago when I became much more of an InfoWars listener and fan, and I thank you for that. But I did tune in last night with my girlfriend who knows that many of the things that InfoWarriors talk about are true, but doesn't always want to deal with the thought process. So I said, hey, look, we got to watch the halftime show. I know it's going to be schlocky, but I really want to see, based off of last year's show, how many overt Illuminati signs there would be. And so it's going on, you know, as it progressed, not many light show pyramids and eyeballs and stuff. But then you see all these people in the crowd sticking their hands up. They're the tallest people in the crowd, I'm sure, planted there, and they're doing their pyramid, you know, hand signs. I said, and I told her about that ahead of time, and she said, no, you're just making that
You know,
up.
it's funny you say that because, again, I dropped by a party for about an hour last night at a restaurant that shut down for the Super Bowl, and so I went to a crew party that I was invited to over at that restaurant, nice restaurant. The point is, put in a plug for Steiner Steakhouse, and I'm over there with Shane Steiner, and I'm sitting there, and one of the only times I was watching, I looked up, and I see the crowd, them showing people doing Illuminati signs, and my critics will now take that as a still and say I'm doing that. But sure enough, you just called in about it, and I'm so conditioned. I got in today, and I'm not even telling my crew, hey, go get the halftime show people this. That's how they get you. It's like now it's an open secret. They had weirdos standing up everywhere, and then Beyonce, show a document cam shot of this if you can. She does the Illuminati symbol. What? Tell folks what you saw, because I barely watched and caught some of that. And I'm like, really? Did I just see that? Tell folks what you saw.
And I have more points on that as well, because, you know,
well, tell me what you saw. Tell me what you saw.
I definitely saw the tallest people in the crowd with gold. You'll see this year the whole theme is gold and black. Every award show, everything going on, like gold bracelets, doing clear pyramid hand signs right in the camera shot. The tallest people there and those hands are the ones that are lit up by the lights. Not only that, she said, well, I want to see Downton Abbey if the power's out. And I said, it doesn't matter. Turn back to the Super Bowl after 33 minutes.
Oh, my gosh, it was a ritual. They turned the light off. And, of course, it always has multiple uses. So it's coming too fast now. And then they're the 1,000 points of light. That's the highest Illuminati type operation. Skull and Bones. George Bush Sr. talks about it. And so they have 1,000 people stand up and do the Illuminati sign when the light's off, saying, we're going to bring the light back.
And the play-by-play guy, at 27 minutes, if anyone who's TiVo'd this, I haven't gone back to it, one of the guys says, he trips himself up and he says, we're now in the 27th minute of power outage and blah, blah. And my girlfriend said, well, can I flip to Downton Abbey? I said, sure, you know, give 5 more minutes. We got to go back to it. That's when it'll be back on. And she thinks that I'm full of baloney. And sure enough, that's what happened. But at the 27th minute when I checked, the guy trips himself up and he starts to say, we're now 27 minutes into it. And then he starts to say 30, blah, blah, blah. And he cuts himself off.
Stay there. Oh, my gosh. ProPure is introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. This is the Pro One by ProPure. You wanted it, you got it. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It cuts out the acid derivative of fluoride. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gates, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. This is a revolution against the tyrants. They love putting the toxic acid base of fluoride into your water. They love the fact that it's an adjuvant supercharging the trace Prozac in the water and the hormones and the other chemicals. By cutting out fluoride, you cut out the turbocharger in all the poison being artificially introduced into your body. This is what I use. It's a win-win. You get a high-quality product at the lowest price. You support the InfoWar. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro 1 filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139. Hitler admitted that the modern Olympics that Germany first launched in the 30s, Hitler drew the rings together. That was going to be the original Nazi symbol, was the rings, the colored rings. And they admitted that that was a ritual of Nordic power. Now, always going back to the Greeks, the Romans, but the Aztecs, sports was highly ritualized and religious. The Druids had games and the loser was killed. With the Aztecs, a lot of times the winners got killed in the ball-playing court. I visited at Chichen Itza. Amazing to see the different images of the winners' faces carved in the stone, the skulls with flesh rotting off their faces, carved in the stone. Incredibly powerful. In fact, I'll Google that and show some of the TV viewers. Or just type in Chichen Itzan skulls. Ball-playing court skulls. But side issue, see, when I get up here and say it's Illuminati, here is Yahoo Sports. Did Beyonce flash an Illuminati sign? What did the Superdome power go out? Your Super Bowl mystery solved, and they make fun of anybody that questions it. Imagine last year, you've got Madonna on giant gold and black pyramids doing all sorts of Illuminati hand signs with all sorts of demonic stuff everywhere, all highly Babylon mystery religion, Egyptian mystery religion. That's where the Illuminati comes from. In your face. She is the goddess. In fact, she's the goddess, if you put it into Greek, eulogia, that they worship at Skull and Bones. And Skull and Bones has been broken into before. That's been confirmed. We got their internal documents via Anthony Sutton, who got them from Charlotte Iserby. But the point is that, see, oh, yeah, there's the ball-playing court, people that thought I was kidding, if you're watching on TV. Imagine the magnitude of this, that at 33 minutes in, right after she's done doing an Illuminati high sign, right after they're done doing that, do the exact sign she did, it was that. Okay? Again, if you're a radio listener, it's was the top story on Yahoo. They've pulled it. But we're going to do a special report on this tonight. And they throw all this in your face, and guess what the Illuminati high holy number is? It's 33. Because in the sun rooms, in the Egyptian temples, where they worship the sun, 33.3 dials in to the sun calculations of 666. Will you guys print me my article on that we did? We did an article. Whose article is that? And I'll plug the source of it, because that was some key intel you had there. We were just showing viewers all the Illuminati signs that Madonna did. Illuminati Super Bowl halftime show symbolism explained, Madonna. Go ahead and scroll down. Yeah, we had a video report last year on this. We need to get it together with the crew and have it out tonight. Print me that, please. See, I can't work all the time. I feel guilty even when I take off for 10 minutes to play with my children. And last night, I'm driving home at about 7, and my buddy calls me and goes, hey, we're having a private party over here at the restaurant. Why don't you come over and, have a beer or something and barbecue? So I pull in there. I go in. Halftime goes on a little later, and I'm looking up, and there's a power outage. And I look up, and I see people standing up doing Illuminati signs. And I just looked down, and I just said, man, this world's getting too weird. How it's all just out in the open. And then they say, oh, you didn't see anything. See, it's out in the open, but it's meant to hit the subconscious public who's unawake. When we're awake and we go, hey, look, Illuminati ritual. It goes dark for 33 minutes. We looked it up. 33 minutes, 55 seconds. Just shy of 34 minutes. And she does Baphomet, squatting, all of this. God help us. God help us. God help us. I mean, they are doing giant Babylonian, satanic, Egyptian rituals in front of everyone. And it is just so completely out of control that we've come down to this. And see, the caller calls in. If you didn't hear him, I'm going to go back to him to recap everything he said, then I'll go to others. Because we got to hurry to get to the rest of the callers before Lord Moncton pops in. And I wasn't even going to cover this. I came in this morning, okay, they did the Illuminati symbols. They tell all the hip-hop people do that to sell it as cool. Just like they told, Hulk Hogan have a group called the New World Order right after Bush started talking about it, Bush Sr. Then people go, oh, you're talking about the New World Order. They've got to acclimate you that it's non-threatening and a joke. And then Yahoo's like, people claim there's something called the Illuminati. It's a historical fact. It's just one branch of a Luciferian order who publicly, it's mainline history, founded Skull and Bones. The Illuminati founded Skull and Bones in 1832. It's chapter 322, which means the uncompleted because it's below the 33rd, 32 degree. And you go, well, that's Masonic. Yes, the General Masons have not been satanic themselves, but an ancient construction guild with hidden knowledge. But it predates Judaism and Christianity, so it is occultic. It was Christianized. You didn't just get into a university and learn mathematics. That was valuable. So it got guarded by an intelligence agency. You call it a secret society. Because if you just indict Masons, you drive them away from the truth. Being honest about the fact that there's a war inside of the system with the Illuminati trying to take it over. This is so disgusting. See, the most evil people know that really good, truly enlightened, real illuminated people, that just means awoken by God's light, are going to stand up for human liberty and try to build it up. So the evil comes in and says, oh, we're good too. We want to empower humanity. Join our order. It's the real. It's above the 33rd degree, you see. And they're just doing giant rituals, just like David Icke said. I mean, they do these giant rituals. They admit they're rituals at the big events out there like the Olympics. And now they have a 33-minute darkness with weirdos standing up in the crowd doing the hand sign, magnifying with her up on the stage who did the hand sign, during the darkness, during the 33 minutes. I mean, this was a stinking ritual, and the media is going to pick this up and call me crazy. Because they know. They don't want you to know. They want to initiate your subconscious so you're in their cult, but never consciously knew. They don't want you to have free will. America is under a dark spell. We are under witchcraft, folks. This is real. They've proven it. It's scientific. The ancients just called it witchcraft. We've been mesmerized, hypnotized, put into this. And it's right there. They're on top, big pyramids, flashing Illuminati signs with the lights going out. And I'm the conspiracy theorist. There it is. There it is. What is this, like 5 Super Bowls in a row they've done this? Janet Jackson's breast pops out. Oh, she goes, oops, and there's a sun sign. And all the rest of this garbage, they've got to do it. They want your attention. They are doing rituals because they believe they're affecting you. And whether you believe in God or not, believe in the spiritual world. They teach you it's smart to not believe in the spiritual world because you can't see it. This domain, this five senses, third dimension, is only one. It's been proven mathematically what all the ancients said. There are all these other layers above us, all this full spectrum. It's there. And whether it's real or not, whether there's things inhabiting that or not, intelligences, the elites believe it's giving them power. They believe they are in contact with entities across the void. They believe they've got power from it. So they are in power, whether they believe they got the power from it and just had confidence from it, or whether they really are getting the power from it. You cannot debate the fact they are worshiping devilish entities. And look at what the elite does. Look at how they're trying to wreck the family, how they're trying to wreck liberty, how they're trying to bring in tyranny, how they're doing all of this. They're doing all of this in your face. And see, I'm so sick of it. And I was watching this when I was calm last night. I was put under a little bit of a trance. I wasn't even going to come in and cover it until the caller called in and shifted me back into being aware. You see how dangerous it is to watch stuff like that? Wow, what an epiphany I just had. Brendan in Wisconsin. You only got about a minute and a half. Recap your points and then finish the other ones.
Okay, I'm going to recap that. Yeah, you see the Illuminati hand signs, the triangles from the crowd. It's of the people, right? And the spotlights are only hitting those really tall hands right in the front. That's one point. 33 minutes. The NFL or CBS was saying 34 minutes. No. I looked it up this morning. It was 33 minutes. USA Today will be your
33:55. No, we timed it. Now, specifically, because we're going to go pull it up. I saw it. When were they holding the hands up in the Illuminati ritual? Not her. When were the plants doing it? What time was that?
That was right during the halftime show, which I really can't stand to watch. Nor could I last year, but you have awakened me and other people have awakened me. So now I force myself to watch that garbage. There are a few other key points that the power went out with 1322 on the clock. I don't know if that's significant.
322. No, also, it's all significant. It's all staged.
And I have a couple more points if you have time.
Go start making them.
Okay, and also psyops always occur every time there's focused attention around the world. And I talked to Professor Griff in my establishment. I invited him to town, and he told me all about the Illuminati in the music business.
Yeah, no, I want to get Professor Griff on, and he plugs my films, but we need to know how to get in contact with him. Hold on. Stay there. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.